Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Barrel. This is the second video in the series of getting our Barnet Jackal set up and ready for the hunt. Today we will be setting up our bolts. We are using the Easton Headhunter series. The broadheads that we'll be installing is the Montech G5 broadheads. And one thing to note is you're going to want to make sure that you have the same grain weight as your practice tips, and that's 100 grains. That's what's recommended for this, and that's what I would stick with because your bolts that come with the Barnet Jackal are 100 grain, and so what you've been practicing with, what you sighted in your red dot with is going to be 100 grains, and so I would stick with that. The O-rings that I'm using is the October Mountain Products O-rings. As you can see, they're very inexpensive, only $3. Here is the O-rings themselves. And one thing that we have found is that it only takes a single O-ring on the back of the broadhead to make it line up perfectly with the fletchings. And at the risk of saying something obvious, because this is a channel for beginners to crossbows, I'm going to show you how to install a practice tip. And it's very simple. Just insert it and then just screw it all the way down until it is snug. And you're going to want to check every 3 or 4 shots when you're practicing to make sure that hasn't come loose, because it will. And now we'll install the broadhead itself. This is the packaging that it comes in. The broadhead comes inserted and screwed into this piece of plastic, and it is in there tight. So what I do is I hold the broadhead by one of the blades, grab it with a pair of pliers, and then just get it started, break the hold, and then finish it up with my fingers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to install the O-ring to the back of the broadhead. And these are very sharp. They will shave hair. And so you're going to want to make sure that you're careful. Just drop it on. And then just like the practice tip, you're going to want to make sure that it is screwed in all the way. And like I said, guys, we have found that one O-ring on the back of here makes it line up perfectly with the fletchings. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. The next video that we're going to do is we're going to show you how to remove this piece right here and install a Luminox. If you guys haven't seen that in action, you should look it up on YouTube. It's a vast improvement to just these plastic pieces that are dyed whatever color that you have, whether it's red or orange. It allows you to track the arrow to your target, and it stays on for up to 40 hours. So if you shoot that deer and it gets dark and you lose it, you can come and find it the next day, or if you miss the deer, you can find your arrow the next day. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Check us out at Behind the Barrel. We've got some awesome pics and some short vids of full auto guns in action. Stay tuned for more reviews.